Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about labels and relationships. We often jump in relationships very quickly, and we're very quick to put labels on things, and I'm trying not to have the glare from the lighting in my glasses. But I've realized that there are many people who make this mistake, and sometimes, I've even made this mistake by putting a label on something so quickly. I think that there's nothing wrong with getting to know someone for a while before we actually decide to put a label of dating on anything, because when we put labels on things, it leaves room for expectations. And when you have expectations, then it leaves room for you to become disappointed or upset with the person. And you can turn something that's really good into something that's really bad and stressful. And in order to prevent yourself from going down that road or getting into that relationship with someone who's not meant for you, they may be just meant to be your friend, it's simple. Just take your time. Don't be so quick to try to date and jump into bed with someone, because when you do that, it causes complications. Some of us cannot engage into a sexual relationship with someone or engage in sex with someone, period, and not have some type of attachment. Even kissing can cause for you to have an attachment with someone, because kissing is more intimate than sex in reality. And when we decide to take things to a different level, we also have to look at our maturity as well as the maturity of the person who we are dealing with. And in most cases, we don't do that because we're looking at, I really like this person, or, I really want to lock this person down. I want them to, stick with me because I feel like, we can be something more than just friends. And that leads to issues down the road, because when you decide to put the label of a relationship on something, you are coming into a situation where this is the person that you want to lean on, is the person who you're going to confide in, is the person who you are intimate with. And if you didn't take the time to get to know them before you decided to say, I want to be in a relationship with this person, you really can't get upset about what you find out later down the road. Well, now you done found out this person is a cheater, this person is a liar, this person is not, consistent with paying the bills on time, this person might have some kids they didn't tell you about, you done got into a relationship with this person and you done been with them for almost a year and haven't even met their family, let alone their friends. These are the things that, you need to look for when you get to know the person. Well, what type of people do they hang out with? Do they have kids? Is there anything off about them? Do they seem like, they have another life going on before I jump into this world of relationship? Because once you jump into a relationship, then you may start to look at marriage. And when you don't have a concrete relationship with someone before you get married, your marriage is bound to fail. No, I have never been married, but I have a lot of people around me who I socialize with who are married, who are divorced quicker than they got into the marriage. And some of the things that they complain about are things that they should have found out about this person before they got into a relationship. Well, some they should have found out when they were in a relationship, so they didn't even end up in a situation where they have gotten married, and now they're upset because they didn't get married to get divorced. No one gets married to get divorced, but we often get married for the wrong reasons. Sometimes we get married because of the financial benefit of things. Same way with moving in with somebody. It's a financial benefit because you have someone to help you split them bills in half, but in the long run, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're unhappy. And another issue that occurred is people often end up single for long periods of time, which is good. When you're single for a long period of time, you have time to get to know yourself and really know what it is that you want from another person. And we fall into a place where we're tired of being single, so we're trying to get out there and meet somebody. There's nothing wrong with wanting to meet someone, but let's take time out to get to know these people, because there are a lot of people with hidden agendas nowadays. You have people who will come into your life and clean you out financially. You have people who will come into your life, next thing you find out they are a sexual predator. So take your time, because the world today is becoming a more manipulative world. People no longer care about life. People no longer care about other people's lives. they rather worry about the materialistic things and the money and, you know, how another person can benefit them instead of how you can benefit each other. Because when you look at the relationships that our grandparents had and their parents had, when they were married, they were married. It didn't matter what was going on. They stuck together. Love is not the intimacy. It's a part of love, but love is you being with someone who loves you for the being that you are. They love every scar on your body. They love you unconditionally. They can deal with your attitude. They can deal with your hang-ups. They can deal with where you lack, because where you lack may be where they pick up. They're not there because you have money. If anything, they're there to stand behind you so you guys can make money together, because once you decide to get married, you are in a partnership. You are in a business partnership. That's how I look at it. Because this is the person you chose to come into a pretty much a contract with. Because if you leave the picture, here it is, you may end up having to pay alimony to this person because of how they were living when they were with you. So marriage can make you or break you, especially when we talking about divorce. So really get to know people. You know, a lot of us, you know, we're getting older and we're like, man, you know, I need to be with somebody. I'm trying to, you know, build a foundation with somebody. But make sure the person who you choose to benefit you and build that foundation with is the person that is for you. And that you all are coming into something for the right reasons. Because you could be with somebody because they're pretty if that's what you want to do. But know that beauty, that superficial beauty, does not last long. Beauty is the interior, what they can do to benefit you as well as themselves, and how you guys can grow into something that is phenomenal. The other thing that can cause issues in relationships as well is letting people on the outside know what's going on inside your house. Nobody need to know what's going on with you and your partner. Talk to your partner. Because when you let other people in, sometimes those people who you let in, who you may think is your friend, are the same people who want to stab you in the back. They're the same person who may even have a hidden agenda to take the person who you with. So don't be so quick to have loose lips. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You have an issue, go to counseling with your partner. Counseling helps. You know, and for those of you who are married and who may have some issues going on in your marriage, check out this book called The 5 Love Languages. It's by Gary Coleman. It's an awesome book. I'm not married, but I have read this book, and let me tell you, it is phenomenal. It talks about love languages and how you can understand a person's love language and be able to fulfill them, because people often are unable to separate love from being in love. You know, in love is the stage where you may get married. You know, you can't get enough of this person. You're on your mind 24/7. You don't know what you're going to do if you lose that person. And then you see after the honeymoon stage, and, you know, they did everything they wanted to do. They got married, had the big shebang. Now it's like, oh, girl, he get on my nerve, you know. Or, man, let me tell you, she just nagging me to death. Well, some of the things you complained about is something that she may have been doing before, but you were so in love and blindsided that you did not take time on to get to know who she was and how to speak to her, how to understand her love language. Her love language can be quality time. You know, so these things are important. You know, take the time out to pick up a book. Self-help books are awesome. And some of these marriage books are phenomenal too. But I can definitely say that I've read the Gary Coleman book. He has one, the love languages for single people, and so forth. So definitely get out there, check some of them books out. I hope that this video was helpful for you. I just decided to do this video as a spur of the moment thing because I feel like it can help somebody. So definitely like, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts, you know. If you feel that something I said is contradiction, you know, definitely tell me what you think of some of the things I said. And, you know, the comments box is to help everybody. You know, you guys can have a conversation about your experiences with relationships or marriage or divorce and so forth. See you guys in the next video.